What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and for today's Yu-Gi-Oh news video, it is all about one thing and one thing only. The last of the new cards from Power of the Elements. Over the last couple months, I've talked about nothing but the new cards in Power of the Elements, and now it's time to reveal the last of the cards from the set, kicking things off with a brand new Charmer card, which is in conjunction with the Spirit Charmer structure that we got, what was it, last year or something like that? Which it didn't really work out so well for the meta, because, well, it sucked. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do and you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh news videos, which typically get posted every Tuesday, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any future content. Excuse me. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. The links will be down in the description below. And as always, if you guys have any family that you guys want to send me and want me to open it up on the channel, the info will be down in the description as well. And if you guys hear music in the background, I actually have the Serenade of Water, which was actually one of the songs from Ocarina of Time, which I think was used to help you teleport over to the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. So big shout out to the game. No copyrights. You guys know how this works with the algorithm, but the song is just so beautiful. Anyway, let's get straight into it with also the Earth Channeler. So you guys know we've recently had the Wind Channeler, which was a Starlight rare. I don't remember the set. I want to say it was Rise of the Duelist, I believe. I don't remember, but it was kind of it was a weird card to say the very least. But it's a 5-star Earth spellcaster with 1850 attack and 1500 defense, and it says this card is always treated as a Charmer card. Both of its effects are once per turn. First effect reads: you can discard this card and one other Earth monster. Add an Earth monster with 1850 or less attack with the same original type as either the discarded monsters from the deck to the hand. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of the turn except Earth monsters. When an Earth monster you control is destroyed by battle, while this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card. So it's basically a way to just spam your board with this card and to be able to get extra board presence over your opponent. So again, that was what the Charmers mainly did. That was like its main focus, was to get board presence over your opponent. But I honestly do not think that the deck is ever going to be meta. Like if they were to get like a tuner monster and a synchro that made the deck meta, then you know what? Maybe, just maybe it could be meta, but I really don't see it happening anytime soon. Now to continue on, we got even more. We got the last of the cards, including apparently a card that apparently I guess is used for Adamantimators, which is kind of a crazy one. So first up we have Flame Buddy Urka, the Fire Beast Tamer. It's a 4-star Fire Warrior with 1500 attack and 200 defense. And both of its effects are once per turn. First effect reads: if this card is normal or special summon, you can target a face-up monster card and add the player's spell and trap zone, special summon it to your field. Second effect reads: you can target one other face-up monster you control, equip it to this card as an equipped spell that gives 500 attack. So basically its effects are similar to the Dragoonity strategy, where you're able to pretty much just equip monsters to other monsters and then summon them directly to your field, and to be able to just combo off into your synchro plays and whatnot. So it does sort of work in conjunction with the Adamanticipators, but it can also, but I guess technically it could also work with the Dragoonity strategy if you were running a small fire package, which included this card, but still, that's really not too bad at all. By the way, shoutouts to Rockstar. I haven't had this in years. I stopped drinking energy drinks like years ago and ended up just switching to coffee. But my grandfather had to take me over to the store that was behind the Northridge Mall, and I ended up getting one. So, but shoutouts to Rockstar. No copyrights, not sponsored. But anyway, yeah. Again, it could technically work with Dragoonities, but you would need to run a small fire package that works well with Dragoonities, which is pretty cool. Which would be pretty cool. There's a note here that reads, typically this card's name would be Fire Beast Tamer, but it's force read as Flame Buddy. I don't know why it's that, but I don't know. Next up we have Propa Gandake. Gandake? Or Gandrake. I don't know. I probably butchered that one, but it's a 3-star Earth Psychic, 500 attack, 2000 defense, and the first effect reads, once per turn you can declare one original type, beast, insect, plant, or rock, from among monsters you control. This card becomes the declared type. So it's its own, like, mini, like, DNA surgery, so to speak, which is not too bad. If you control this card that has changed its type by its first effect in a monster zone, apply the following effects. Face-up monsters become the same type as this card. Monsters on the field of the same type as this card cannot be targeted by the effects of monsters your opponent controls of the same type. So it works sort of like so it's basically DNA surgery with legs. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just DNA surgery with legs. There's really not much else to say about it. But it does have a protection where none of your cards, none of your monsters can be targeted by effects, which is not too bad at all. Not too bad. Next up, we have Hidden Jewel of the Hydrosphere, Catrine, which is a 2-star water rock with 500 attack and 1600 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. First effect reads, you can discard this card. During your main phase this turn, you can normal summon an earth or water monster. In addition to your normal summoner set, you can only gain this effect once per turn. If this was a if this was a 4-star monster, I'm gonna be honest, if this was a 4-star monster, this card would have been so busted with sharks, but it's not a 4-star, unfortunately. But this could work with sharks, but it can also work with Adamantipator as well. So this is another one that can also work with Adamantipator, which is actually kind of a cool party trick, if you will. In addition to your normal summoner set, you can only gain the effect once per turn. Second effect reads, if you control an earth monster and a water monster while this card is in your grave, you can special summon this card but banish him when it leaves the field. I always ask the question, how do you bypass the banish effect? Simple. You use the monster as Xyz material, so when you send it to the graveyard, you can just use it all over again. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. There's a note here for this card that reads, Catrine is a German spelling of the name Catrine, which has a complex history, but from here it likely means purity. Hiseki, I probably butchered that one. Can also mean stone monument. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Next up we have Evil Awakening Master Nightmelt. which is a 4-star wind psychic with 1500 attack and defense. And why the fuck is it a wind? It looks the monster looks like it could be a dark attribute. I'll show you guys here. If you look at the monster, it literally looks like it could be a dark attribute. Literally, it could literally be a dark attribute for all we know, but that is so stupid. That is pretty stupid to say the very least, in my opinion. But anyway, 4-star wind psychic, 1500 attack and defense, and the effect is a once per turn. The effect reads: you can tribute one monster, special summon a monster with a different original name, but the same original type, attribute, level, attack, and defense from your deck. Or if you tributed a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, you can special summon it from the extra deck instead. I would say this could work with Harpies, but I don't think there's a single Harpy that has those attack stats. I'll have to take a look at the deck. I'll have to take a look, because I did build Harpies a while back. Nope, not a single one. Not a single one. So apparently it does not work with Harpies, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean it's a nice way to be able to just give more board presence to your over your opponent, which is not too bad. But yeah, not much else to say about that. Next up, we have Subspecies King Asura-O. Asura-O, I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's a rank 3 Earth Warrior Xyz. With 2100 attack and 0 defense, and requires 3 or more level 3 monsters. The third effect is a once per turn. First effect reads: while this card has any number of materials, it can attack up to that many times during each battle phase. Second effect reads: if this card battles at the start of the damage step, this card gains 200 attack. So 2300? That ain't too bad. Third effect reads: when another monster's effect activates as a quick effect, you can detach a material from this card, negate the activation, and destroy it. So it's basically Solemn Judgment mixed in with the effects of Recital Starling, where it can attack multiple times. So this would be perfect to go into into Zeus during your second main phase, which is actually pretty good. The only thing though is that you need to run Xyz import to attach another material from your opponent's board onto this card, which would help further the amount of board wipes that you may have for Zeus, which is probably the biggest downside to it, but still not too bad. But again, having a built-in Solemn Judgment, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. How many cards do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 more cards, one of them being a reprint. So next up we have Unlimited Free Radio Jamming, which is a continuous spell. And it actually has 2 separate effects. This is gonna be a long one. First effect reads: during damage cal, if a monster battles while a monster with 1000 or higher attack is on the field, the attack of each monster on the field becomes the same as the numerical value of their attack after losing 1000 attack for every 1000 attack they have. The defense of each monster on the field becomes the same as the numerical value of their defense after losing 1000 defense for every 1000 defense they have. Yeah, basically, I guess I don't even understand it, honestly. It's so... It feels like the card is bad. Honestly, it feels like the card is bad. But I'm assuming it's a way to get more damage over your opponent, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. This card, I'm just gonna say that I think this card might suck. Honestly, I have no idea. They could have worded it a little bit better, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. Second effect reads: if this card is destroyed, the attack of each monster on the field becomes the same as the numerical value of their attack after losing a 1,000 attack. Oh, so it's basically I guess it's basically the same. So it's during damage cal, and if the card were to be destroyed, until the end of the turn. Okay, I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know. I don't even know, honestly. But okay, now my brain is like rattled just from that. Anyway, next up we have separation from the realm of the living. Or I guess they're gonna call it Arc Sundered from Overroot. I believe is what they're gonna name it in the here in the TCG. I don't know, but it's a normal trap, and it says, and obviously it's a once per turn. Obviously, the effect reads: target 2 cards in your opponent's possession, 1 they control, and 1 in their graveyard. Send the card on the field to the grave, and set that card in their grave directly to their field. I mean, technically it can. Technically, it's a double-edged sword, because for one, you're sending one of their problematic cards to their graveyard, while at the same time you could potentially be giving them a called by, which is not good. You could be giving them pretty much anything, but you want to try and give them a card that will force them to basically break, pretty much, I guess. I don't know. The card is just so bad. It is so bad in my personal opinion. But the last of the new cards, we have Twin Dust Trunade, which is a once per turn, and it says target any number of set cards in your spell and trap zones. Return to the hand both this card and as many of the set cards as possible. Then you can set spells and traps in your hand equal to the number returned to your hand. So it's sort of like a giant Trunade Dust Tornado, where you're bouncing the cards back to your hand, but you're setting them to your field, which is actually not too bad. I don't know if this will be good for the meta, but I can pretty much guarantee if this was a card that worked on your opponent, then you know what, maybe it could be meta, but that's just my opinion. But who knows? Only time will tell. We don't really know if it'll be it'll be a good card, but who knows? And then last up is the reprint. Apparently, it's the bonus card for the OCG. I'm assuming they might do this. They might make this card the Starlight Reprint for Power of the Elements, but it is Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, which is the bonus card for the OCG set. I'm assuming the Starlight Reprint could potentially be Neos, but it can also be Flame Wingman in conjunction with the fact that we have the Shining Neos Wingman, which, funny enough, all you need is Flame Wingman and Neos. That's all you need, which is actually kind of hilarious. But who knows? We will find out once we get the TCG once we get the TCG release, which I think will be sometime in the summer, I believe. But we'll see. But we shall see. But anyway, that brings me to the question of the day. What are your guys' thoughts on these new cards from Power of the Elements? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! News videos in the future, which typically get posted on Tuesdays, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.